should concentrate on now is dealing with all the racial tension that is really building up. You know, ever since the Mahathir resigned, the government has been kind of a bit laid back under Abdullah's reign, you know, and under maybe because of his lack of authority and everything, people are speaking up now about, you know, all the racial issues that are coming up, like let's say the Hindraf issue, yeah, exactly. So, you know, Malaysia is already defined as a country, you know, a multicultural country. We're supposed to stand on the grounds of unity and all that, but what will people think when they come here and they hear of all these issues, how we stereotype against the Malays, the Chinese, how we're broken up into different factions? I think that's the thing that the Prime Minister should fix, you know, if not fix, also improve on. We don't have that much, how do we say, this relations between here. We don't have a body for, you know, for communication between the races. It's basically the Chinese are helping the Chinese, the Indians are helping the Indians. There's basically no unity at all. Personally, I think he would actually make a good Prime Minister if he'd step up to the plate sometimes, but I don't know. Compassion, I think, is one of his strong points, but maybe too much of it is, again, his downfall, you know. There are a lot of people in UMNO who would love to take his spot, and they know that because he's a person who can be, you know, often he can sometimes be pushed around. Yeah, so maybe I really think that Pakla would make a good Prime Minister if he would just show some authority. Yeah.
He's okay. I mean, like, so far, not much problem except Hindraf, that's about it. Maybe a bit more leniency in the papers, and find out more about the opposition. I mean, we don't really get much about opposition, so it's BN and a few other parties, that's about it. In a way, compared to Mahathir time, yeah, it is much freer, but they should give more freedom still. Yeah.
To express themselves?
I mean, like, we don't hear a lot about Aliran, and don't hear a lot about Haraka or a few other parties. Yeah, because, I mean, if you hear from both sides, it'll be fair, and you hear from one side, you can't really make a decision. Maybe when it comes to racial, yeah, maybe they should control, because like certain things may not be appropriate for certain races, but not too much. I mean, currently they control a lot of. There is like, I mean, when I was reading about this Hindraf thing in Star paper, they were saying something, somebody got hurt there, and then other people is telling me the police started first, and the paper is telling me Hindraf started first, so that's like two different. Yeah, we don't know. Internet is the best source of information. I mean, papers is like not really, like you just have different ideas, but it's all about the same thing. Yeah. It's all from the government point of view anyway. So just allow media to be a bit more freer and give justice to the rest. That's about it.
Okay, my main concern would be, you know, like the Hindraf rally and the Bersih rally. I don't agree with the way the government reacted towards it, because I think they were a bit over the top. And when you react in such a way, when you react too negatively, you tend to stir up more emotions, as in people be wondering why are they taking it so strongly, you know? Is there really a cause for them to be, I mean, are they trying to hide something, or what are they trying to protect themselves from? So, and I think they should address the issues that were brought up during the rallies. Like Hindraf, their mission was never, you know, they didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve. And I think that's where the government was wrong. They should have tried to address some of the issues, because it just causes more tension within the Indian community. And aside from that, I think, and maybe like, you know, like our youth and sports minister, I think she's been doing a pretty good job, but there's still not really an avenue for youths to express themselves in maybe like alternative sports, or I don't know, it's like very low-key, especially around Subang area. You don't really see much youth participating in our community. So I think I would like to see some changes in that. Yeah. Oh, okay. The thing is, Mahathir was a hard act to follow, and I don't think, honestly, I don't think he's a very strong, capable leader. Sorry? Pakla. Yeah, I mean, Mahathir got things done, you know. I mean, people might not have agreed with the way he did it, but he did bring a positive change back to the country. Whereas Pakla, if you ask me to list any of his achievements, I have no idea what he's been doing. It's like, yeah.
Well, my prediction for the coming elections would be Barisan Nasional winning again, as usual. But I would guess that the opposition, they will give some sort of stiff competition, meaning that it's not going to be easy for Barisan. That's what I think. Okay, for a starter, I would really like it if they could improve the roads, because the roads in where I live in Petaling Jaya is really bad. Yeah, section 14, and it's really bad, and the traffic is just it can be quite dangerous for people.
Anything else?
Apart from that, nah, not really. What I think of him? Honestly, I don't really think that he has a strong opinion about anything, or I don't find him a firm person. And I think that as a leader, you really need that quality. Dr. Mahathir, of course. Yeah, but yeah, no doubt he's one of the firmest person around who's ever led the country. But the current Prime Minister, he's a bit, I wouldn't call him soft, but he's too lenient. That's what I think. Apart from national development, apart from building multi-million ringgit building, I really hope that he will pay more attention, like really close attention to the younger generations, and actually hear our words, hear our voice, because well, generally we'll be living in this country for the coming years, so I really wish that he will pay close attention to the younger generation. Democracy means that you're free to choose, and you live as a free person. Yeah, you're free to choose, and you live as a free person, no restrictions. Of course, you will need some sort of guideline, but that does not mean that you're restricted in any way. Yeah, I think it was a good thing. I think it was a good thing. I actually think that it's a good thing that all these rallies happen, because it shows that people are more aware, and they are becoming more concerned as a citizen, that they realize what their rights are. Yeah, the Bersih rally, I knew for a fact that it was a very peaceful rally, but certain people instigated the police to use the water cannon and tear gas. But then again, I think that Bersih rally was a wake-up call to a lot of people.
Well, the way he handled Malaysia is very different from our former Prime Minister, Dr. M. It seems that everyone is commenting on him that he's the Mr. Nice Guy of Malaysia. He is being very lenient on the media lately, and he did not make any he did not make any hard comments on mass media, and he didn't actually limited our freedom of express anymore. So the media has become very aggressive against whatever thing is happening in Malaysia, like general elections. But what happens is the mass media they are affected by ownership. They are actually owned by government. So we don't every day see that they are reporting things about opposition. They're actually pressing them. I don't see him in Malaysia very often because he's always overseas. Yeah, he's very lenient and he's a nice guy, I admit that. I don't know about neutral, but what I know is alternative and print media actually, one is pro-government, one is privately owned, and they are both always fighting, and none of them is being objective enough yet for now. So I think the existence of Malaysia Kini is a good thing because it gives the readers both sides of the background of information.